Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Weekly Res. Today is the 15th of October, not November, as my brain wanted to tell me. We are halfway through the month. I know what a month it has been so far. Netrunner DB is back online. Huzzah! Yeah, which is kind of interesting. And they have a whole bunch of new features and stuff to do with suggestions based on what decks you might pick, and it's awesome. And yet we're still going to use Card Game DB right now because just in case. Shrink this. Oh Jesus! So sorry, I decided to shrink my edit window because I was like, well, it's getting a bit distracting for me, and then I realised, oh crap! Now what have I done? That then I couldn't switch between scenes because I don't have them hotkeyed. No, the hotkeys don't interfere. Anyway, let's move to the view that we can see Card Game DB. So this week, as per last week, we are going to do another core only challenge. And so last week we played as Criminal and NBN, and it worked out all right, you know. NBN was kind of cool. We used Astro scripts to kind of secure us the victory, along with crazy Priori Rex that no one ever assumed were coming. Worked really good. The Criminal deck was okay. It didn't do anything special, but it did enough to keep granting us access. So we're going to go along the same lines. I have a random picker here. We're going to choose our runner first, because there's only two to choose from. So we're going to either be going Anarch, which will be Noise, or Shaper, which will be Kate. So we pick a random one. Oh, I have to put them on new lines. Okay, so we pick a random one, and we're running as Kate. Okay, damn, that gets runner's noise. It's a shame. Okay, so let's load up Miss McCaffrey. There she is. Delightful. Okay, so we'll start things off by putting in the runner's equivalent of hedge funds, Sure Gambles. There's also Sure Gamble without an S. So we'll add 3 of those, because why not? And then we're going to have a look at what's available to us in the core set. Now I'm going to try and work on the basis that I might have 2 copies of the core set. Okay, and that's it. So let's find out what we have access to again. So I'm just going to start adding some stuff in that I kind of like the look of. It doesn't mean necessarily it's going to go into the final cut, but we're just going to add a bunch in. So let's add a couple of account siphons in. We'll add a couple of Aesops, sure, a couple of Armitages, definitely a couple of Corrodas. 2 is a key with all of this. I like Data Suckers, so let's put 2 of them in. I like Fem, so let's put 2 of that in. Definitely put some Diesel in there. I'll just put 2 again. What else would we like? We're over our limit of influence anyway. So, yeah, definitely 3 of the Maker's Eye, 2 toolboxes, because you only get 1 console in each of the things, so we're only going to use 2. We'll shove 3 Tinkering in, because why not? Okay, now let's revisit our influence. Let's remove the account siphons. Let's add 2 Gordian Blades. Now, this is when I start going, wait, this thing isn't in the core? And I get upset. So we're going to put 2 Magnum Opus. In fact, we're going to put 3 Magnum Opus in. We're going to have the card space to do so. Which is basically going to be our little money generator. We can use Aesops if we really need to get rid of anything. We have 2 Fems, 2 Data Suckers, 2 Corrodas. So we have our Code Gate Sentry and Barrier Breakers out. So now We still have a fair bit of influence after removing the thing. That thing, you know that thing? Oh, I know that thing. How many tinkerings we've got? We've got 3 tinkerings, so that's good. That'll give us that nice little boost. Gonna add 2 stim hacks in, just in case. And we are on the sugar tonight, as it were. Oh boy, we're on the sugar tonight. Okay. Lemuria Code Cracker is just exposing a card, nothing that we need really. Forged Activation, we don't desperately need that. I've got 2 diesels, put a 3rd in, because why not? So with having Magnum Opus out, obviously that takes up 2 memory units. Gordian Blades 1, Fems 1, and those are 1. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 memory units altogether. We have 4. If we can get Toolbox out, we can get +2. So based off of that, we should have modded as well. So we can lower this down by 3. We can lower this down to 5 using Kate's ability. If we play modded, we can then install that, and if it's the first piece of hardware or that we install, then it costs us 1 less. So that's really good that we can get Toolbox out for 5 potentially. So we have 5 influence left, and we still have 10 cards to add in, which is a fair lot of cards, you might say. What strength is that? The strength 2. Might be worth adding a couple of parasites in, perhaps. So you could add 2 parasites in, which would take us up almost to the limit. And then maybe a 3rd stim hack. So we don't really need Aesops. There's nothing we're going to technically be getting rid of. I could go and add a couple of mimics in, and using the data sucker get through. Yeah, let's add a couple of mimics in fact, because that's always handy to have. We'll add a couple of mem chips, because why not? Mem chips, you know. I don't really want an account siphon. My money's going to be fine. Surviving traces should be okay. There's battering ram, but not going to need that because we're just going to use Corroder. I mean, I could shove in a couple of Crypsis if we're really desperate to get through something. I suppose we don't have any neutral breakers, so probably going to be good having a couple of Crypsis just in case. So we've got 5 cards left. We have 3 influence. I don't know. Is the I'm going to put 3 infiltration in. I had 3 infiltration last time. I kind of liked having it. It was kind of handy. And then maybe a clutch inside job. Just for, you know, when it's really needed. And then we get 1 more card to add in. Is there anything else I can bump up by 1 that I really need? Got Maker's Eye, which is, you know, what we want. I could add another Capsule Mem chip. I could add, I don't know, we got 3 Opus, which is far too many Opus. What was Pipeline do? Rabbit Hole, no thank you. Now Special Order could be good in this deck. Actually, if I remove that, I have 3 to spend. If I had 4, I could add 2 in there. I thought I had 4 to spend. I could get rid of the stim hacks entirely, because when am I going to need them? I could add in 2 special orders. one stim hack. If I'm really, really desperate. I might find that I don't need the special order in this deck because there's enough, you know, I've got 15 of these programs in here, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. But having the special order feels kind of nice for when I really do need that breaker out. So that's all good. How many cards? I need one more card, just one. Screw it, let's put another mem chip in. Because I don't know, I just don't know. I think this is fine. I'd like a sneak door, not a sneak door beater. I'd like a special order. Oh my lord, what is wrong with me? I would like an inside job in there, but at what cost? I think I'd rather have the special order, to be honest. So yeah, this is it. This is our core cake deck. Fairly straightforward. So let's save this. Oops, 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 oops. Alright, our deck name. Core Kate. Type fun. Teaser. Corey. Save as new deck. Lovely. Right, and let's export Core Kate as an Octagon file. Beautiful. Okay. So now we need to randomly pick what court we're going to be. So last week we were NDN. So this week it is between Jinteki, has a Bioroid, and the infamous Wayland. And Jinteki is who we're playing at. Apparently the worst people to play it as. Okay, so let's do it. Clear the deck. And yeah, so shove it on the core. So the card name is Jesus. So I can always remember PE as Personal Evolution. I can, you know, Harmony Megtech. The other ones, oh god, I'm just so bad at remembering what the first one's called. Evolution something. I don't know. Yeah, Personal Evolution. There we go. Thank you. Right. Okay, so we actually ended up playing with Jinteki and Shaper, which are the two core decks they recommend you play as in the book. I think they definitely recommend Jinteki anyway. So, based on this, how are we going to play? Well, let's first start by doing hey hedge funds. Okay. So there's not a lot of strategy that we can really put into this, other than, you know, we need to score. Jinteki's agendas aren't brilliant, and we're probably going to end up having what do you call it? Priority Rec in here again. Yeah, look. So 3 of them. We will have some tagging. So 2 of them, 2 of them. Another one of those puts us at 19. Yeah, so we have to have 3 of each because we can't just do that, can we? No. So there are our agenda points. Lovely. Chosen for us. Okay, right. Let's enable everything else back and put that to any. So I don't want agendas though. So how did I do this before? Agenda points equals 0. I did. No, that's fine. So let's just go through this. Right. Let's first get some operations and have a look at what we want. So as before, I'm just going to select a bunch of things and just add them in as I see them. So there we go. A couple of closed accounts start. Definitely 3 neural EMPs. Precognition. I don't think is needed in this. Scorch, let's put 2 of them in, and that is all the operations that we can do. I kind of tempted to add Beanstalk royalties because we're going to suffer money-wise in this, I think. But for now, let's leave that. Okay, so upgrades. We have Akiro, raise cost of ice is lower by 2. Corporate troubleshooter, not too fast, not too fast, not too fast, not too fast, not too fast. Cool. Right, so I'm not really fussed about any of those. Let's go for assets. This is what more along the lines that we'll be talking because hey, 3 Project Junebugs, 3 snares. Very good. Now Zaibatsu loyalty is good if you are going against someone else who is playing runner as core because more than likely they have infiltration in their deck, and so Zaibatsu allows you to stop them exposing, or they might have Lemura Codecracker. So this is really good. You can just raise that and pay 1 to, stop a card from being exposed. Brilliant. I'm going to add 3 pads and 3 melanges in different orders so as to confuse you. Oh ho. I think that's fine. So we're going to basically be playing a lot of things out on the table. Is going to be our aim, I think. Then let's go for ice. So this is the big daddy bit where we're going to struggle slightly. Okay, so we have 5 influence to spend. What I'd like to do is have pop-up windows, but they're not a thing. So let's go with 2 roto turrets to start with, a couple of wall of statics, wall of thorns. Let's put 2 of them in because wall of thorns, Neural Katana. If we're planning on going for a net kill, that's probably what's going to get us it. Couple of ice walls, but then that leaves us 14. And what have we got? Barrier. Oh no, barrier sentry. Another barrier. Okay, so what else? The problem is Jinteki ice-wise isn't super good. So what you want to do is shove a chum in front of a Neural Katana. That's ideal. No one's really going to run through that. And that's going to get a lot stronger now that there's that upgrade that prevents the runner from actually jacking out. Really good. So do we want to add data mine? Really? God, it's been so long. I'll shove 2 data mines in because why not? Have we got any enigmas in? No, bloody add 2 enigmas in right now. Okay. So in terms of where we're at, we have 16 pieces of ice. We're at 47, so we're going to add 2 more cards into this. If we look down here, we have 6 barriers, 4 code gates, 4 sentries. Yeah, it's probably the best we're going to do. We have 1 more influence, maybe add a shadow in. I suppose if we do have Scorch, we do want tags. So let's get rid of those 2 data mines. Now, see, now we've got a problem because now I've got too much influence. Let's get rid of an ice wall, add 2 shadows in. Or we could get rid of that and just splash a data raven. It's going to be hard playing this Jinteki deck. That is for sure. It is not going to be easy. I don't know. Slightly confused as to what I should do in this. Okay. I like having Roto Turret there because the program trashing is good. but no one really runs without Sentry these days. Definitely have Scorch if they hit Snare. Neural AMP is a given. Three more cards to add in. Screw it. I could just add 3 data mines. That'd be funny. Data mine, data mine, data mine. All my influence spent. So with all my influence spent, this is all I have available to me. Oh, I suppose I can put in a couple of hunters. Put a couple of hunters in. And sure, another neural katana. It's only strength 3, that's the problem. If I could up the strength, that'd be nice. But I can't. Put another Wall of Thorns in, but then I'd be broke. My sentries are weak as anything. Oh, gone. Let's bloody add a data mine. There you are, 49 cards. Yatta. This is going to be tough tits. Okay. Korjintekli? Korjinteki. Type fun. Teaser.